What's up, guys? Dylan Moon here, bringing you a versus video. We're gonna do Tobirama Senju versus Hiruzen Sarutobi. We got the second Hokage versus the third Hokage. I thought this would be a very good idea for a versus video. They're both fucking powerhouses. If this fight actually ever happened, it would destroy an entire city. Um, I'm gonna kind of list what both people have going for them, and then give my opinion on who would win at the end. So we'll start off with the third Hokage. The third Hokage knows 7 different nature transformations. He knows the classic 5 nature transformations, and then yin and yang release. Okay? He knows every single jutsu in the hidden leaf. He has great knowledge of all of them, and he can use all of them outside of any kind of Keka Genkai, of course. And he can break down what a jutsu is going to do just by the hand seals alone. He is just a master. He's known as the Professor. That's his nickname, the Professor, just because he's a student of ninjutsu, genjutsu, taijutsu. He's just all around S ranked in every category. Um, his summoning, Monkey King Enma, is one of the most formidable summonings in the entire series. He can transform into a staff that takes the quality of diamond. It literally is as hard as diamond. Um, we are talking about both of these people in their prime, by the way. I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning. So, um, he he has a large chakra reserve, as opposed to at the end of the series when he fought Orochimaru. It was such a diminished form of the third Hokage. Like, this third Hokage has just so much chakra reserve, and he knows a lot of, like, since he knows every single jutsu in the village, he knows various S rank type ninjutsu, and he's even shown the ability to use the Reaper Death Seal, like one of the strongest jutsu in the Naruto universe, where you sacrifice your own soul to take somebody else's soul. But he has enough chakra control, and he's mastered the jutsu enough that he can use shadow clones to use the Reaper Death Seal. Like, he can literally just create a shadow clone and have that thing use the Reaper Death Seal. Um, so that is a fucking powerhouse. He was the teacher of the 3 legendary Sannin, 3 of the, like, strongest ninja to ever come through Konoha. He fought Orochimaru, the first Hokage and second Hokage, simultaneously. Even though the first and second Hokage weren't at full power, it is still very impressive that he could handle all of that in his old age, because he was just as diminished as the other 2 because of, like, age and everything. But he was a student of the first and second Hokage. Like, the 2 strongest ninjas, 2 of the strongest ninjas in the Leaf Village history were his teachers, so he got a lot of knowledge from them. And overall, the third Hokage is just S ranked in every category, and one of the strongest ninja to ever come through Konoha. Ninjutsu, taijutsu, genjutsu, intellect, he is just unmatched. Now, we'll move over to the second Hokage. The second Hokage also knows all 5 nature transformations, and then yin and yang release, so 7 nature transformations overall. He can create a lake. He can create a lake out of nothing. He can just make a body of water, which is very impressive. Normally, if you want to use water type jutsu, you would have to have pre-existing water, but he can literally just create a fucking lake. It's unfathomable. He's from the Senju clan, so his chakra reserves are just uncanny. He has I wouldn't say limitless chakra, but he has unmatched chakra in the series. Like, as much as he has as much chakra as any other, like, high chakra person you've ever seen. Like, it exceeds that so much, because he is a Senju, and he has since he has Senju DNA, he obviously has, like, the regenerative properties of the Senju. Not to the extent of Hashirama, but still. And he created, whereas Hiruzen, like, mastered all the jutsu in Konoha. Well, Tobirama actually created most of the Jesus Christ, I can't speak. He created most of the jutsu in Konoha, and most of the hidden techniques, just most of all jutsu, he created about 90% of the jutsu. That's talking the shadow clone technique. He actually created Ito Tensei, as strong as that is, the Flying Thunder God. Like, these are just a few things that he literally created because of his genius intellect. Strategically, he was unmatched on the battlefield. He was a master tactician. Probably the smartest Hokage of all time. Um, his chakra control was so great that he could create the water dragon with 4 hand seals, whereas it would take Kakashi and Zabuza 44 hand seals. And physically he was unmatched. He was just a fucking brute, taijutsu wise. As far as his feats, he killed Izuna Uchiha, who Izuna is stated to be Madara's equal at the MS stage. Like obviously at EMS Madara would be stronger, but like MS Madara and MS Izuna were equals. So that is saying a fucking lot that Tobirama like killed Izuna. Like Izuna's one of the strongest Uchiha of all time. So that is something very, very nice to have on his resume. He could do like he could do S rank jutsu with one hand, like just to really boast on his chakra control right now, and that is unfathomable. Being able to do jutsus with one hand in Naruto is almost unheard of. That we have a few characters that can do it, but the chakra manipulation has to be so fucking good that it's absurd. And he could do the highest level of jutsu with one hand. He was also probably the greatest, I would say probably top 3 greatest sensory ninjas of all time. He can literally sense what clan you're from just by your chakra. He can sense like people in other countries and identify them by their chakras. Literally, he can be standing here and you can be in another country and he'll know that you're there and can tell who you are by your chakra. So sensory wise, he's just a fucking like an animal. He fought the Gold and Silver Brothers, which is fucking insane. They had like the ninja tools of the Sage of Six Paths as well as some of Kurama's like chakra. And um he is just, I would say his fighting style is very, very tactical, where he knows exactly what to do. He's always like thinking ahead of you, like kind of like a game of shogi or chess, I was gonna say. But being from the Senju clan, he is just such a fucking brute. The second Hokage is feared. Donzo said that the first and second Hokages were basically unmatched in Konoha's entire history. They were literally gods. So, as far as who I think would win, I would have to give it to Tobirama, just because he's such a brute. His chakra reserves, his sensory, it's just hard. He also, like, his intellect is just so crazy when, like, you consider that he has endless reserves of chakra control. He's fucking physically, he's a brute. Then you also take into account that he lived during the Warring States periods, the Warring State period, Warring States period. And during that time, it was just so fucking savage. It was so ruthless. He didn't have like the shelter of a village. Every single day, he was fearing for his and his own family's lives. And just that kind of mentality is just crazy to have. It would be like comparing like our parents or grandparents to like today, like how much softer we are, and that's how I look at it. And he also taught the third Hokage because and since he's taught the third Hokage, he's gonna know a lot of what the third Hokage is made of, a lot of his fighting styles, like just how to dissect him and stuff. And I don't think that it would be like extreme, like I don't think it would be totally lopsided. I would give it like 7 out of 10 times like Tobirama would win, and then like 3 out of 10 times Hiruzen would win, because Hiruzen is a fucking god of a ninja himself, and he has what it takes to beat the second Hokage. But I would say more times than not the second Hokage would win. But the third Hokage has so many fucking jutsu at his disposal. He has just being a student of ninjutsu, and also having Monkey King Enma to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like somewhat like 2-on-1, but not really, because I don't think Monkey King Enma would be enough to turn the tables against somebody as powerful as Tobirama Senju. But just seeing how strong Hiruzen is, he would have a chance to defeat Tobirama. But I say Tobirama, guys. What do you think? Comment down below if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, your reasons. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll get another Versus video out to you soon. A lot of other content. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think. It's okay if you disagree with me. I'd like to hear why you think Hiruzen would beat Tobirama if you disagree with me. So, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Dylan Moon, out.